It looks so cute, Mary. Hi.
Yeah, and Marcia with her hair.
Everybody looks so great. Okay, we need to have each person talk for a second so we can bring you up on the screen for a moment. Okay, Marcia, why don't you go first?
Hi, I'm Marcia. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know.
I love your hair. That's so cute. Okay, Linda.
Hi. I love Farris's outfit. That is hysterical.
Isn't that great? And I got it on right back here.
I see that.
He's
I love it. Thank
I
you.
have to admit, Marcia, I stole the idea. I mean, Linda.
You did good.
It's like a big mask and he's protected against COVID.
Finally
Bonnie
protected. I decided I would be, a ghost, the ghost of the COVID past.
That's good.
Like dead?
Like dead.
The ghost.
Yep. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have here? Lee, why don't you talk for a second so we can see you better?
Hi. I'm not sure if I can actually talk.
Oh, keep talking. Yeah, we got to see
Double
that.
mask, okay?
Oh my God, I love it.
Isn't that great?
That is.
It's
I like the
amazing.
background too.
Okay, so it's a suit to do green screen effects.
It works.
So we bought it for our grandkids because we made these movies with special effects, and the kids were flying and doing all sorts of things with the green screen. And when our grandson put this thing on, he looked like Gumby walking. So I thought this would get you guys laughing, and then I could do the green screen. But when I saw my face, I scared myself because I looked like an alien. And I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah, of course. You're gray, but turn green.
You know, and it's so fun. It's so fun. Thank you for doing this, guys. It's really fun. So mine's just to put together a composite, which is very typical. And then Farris, I got to tell you, I saw this show yesterday. My hat. Hold on, I gotta keep my party hat on. And I kept the tag on the hat in honor of Minnie Pearl. So, Farris, yesterday I saw this new show called Sarah Cooper. It's about this woman who does a morning show.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it, but I've seen her.
It's like the producer. He wears this thing so that people stay 6 feet away from them, and it's just like this, just like your boo sign, only it's 6 feet long. It's really fun. Thank you so much for doing this, you guys.
This is so fun. And Mary, I want to see you.
Oh, there's just a kind of a sick kitty here. So that's, you missed out.
Oh, I love your ears.
Yep. Little Bookie's been sick all day, so he's just now appeared tonight. So we kind of threw this together really at the last minute in honor of him, my little twinkling ears. I started out being a something different, like a devil. And so I got halfway to the devil and I turned into a kitten.
And the difference is?
I'm the devil in disguise.
You're the cutest devil I have ever seen.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Dolores?
Hi.
Keep
Go ahead and
talking.
talk for a moment so we can
I don't
hear.
really know what I am. I just threw this together. So I am what I am, whatever you want to call me.
I love it.
It's all I had, so that's what I did.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And,
Railroad cat.
DJ.
A railroad cat, all right. Whatever.
I love it.
DJ?
Can you talk so we can see you?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
love
we
that
can.
hat.
Oh, wow.
This is just an old witch hat that I've had for many years.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep those around.
You never know when you're going to need a witch hat, right?
I was looking for mine, but they were in the attic, and I couldn't climb the steps to get them, so I just said the heck with it.
I love it. I love the witch hat.
I do too. Good witch hat.
They always come in handy.
Yes,
Oh,
they do. Yes, they do.
I don't even have to have a hat to make me look like one.
You look wonderful.
You do.
Yeah. Does it have feathers on it? Does it witch hat have feathers?
Yes, it does.
Like a
Wow,
boa.
that's a fancy one.
It's old. It sheds feathers. I have to vacuum every time I walk anywhere.
Lisa said you look like Holly Golightly.
Oh, that's funny.
I love it. Well,
Cindy,
mine,
I loved yours.
What's that?
I love your hat.
Oh, thank you. I found this at Michael's, and I wanted purple, and Gary talked me into red, but I didn't want a red one. I really wanted a purple one. So I found one at a different Michael's today, and then I added the glitter on it and a little wider band.
Oh, I love
Rolled
that.
it up just a little, and hats are something you can throw on real quick for whatever. And
Right.
so I always like to have them around, especially when they go on clearance, like they were today. Everything is 60% off now, so
Right.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe you, Cindy, were one of the angels, but I couldn't think fast enough to, think of which angel you would be.
well, I really
had
had
the
thought
big
about it, but I
Panama
didn't-
with the purple hat band.
Yeah, right. I couldn't remember.
Well, this is kind of that what do you call it? Punk that they're doing now. That steampunk. So that's kind of the style that I was going for, except for they have little buttons that they put all over it and all these different things, but I
gears
didn't
and
get a
stuff.
chance to do that. What's that?
Gears and dials and stuff.
Yeah, gears and dials and all this stuff. And I didn't have time to do that part. So, and these are actually hair extensions.
Oh, they
Oh,
look
you couldn't
so
tell.
cool.
Oh, I thought sure you grew your hair.
Yeah.
That my mom, but I usually wear like a wig, but I just put in hair extensions instead and just clipped them in. So I thought that was fun. And I want to show you guys the dragon. I was trying to do a picture of me with the dragon to be able to post. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's a great picture.
So are you the dragon lady?
Yep.
I thought Farris was going to post a picture of the dragon. I never have seen the real dragon. I'm not seeing a good picture of that.
Okay, here we go. Let me do it again. And
Well, what is that really? I mean, besides being a dragon, it works.
yeah,
is
it's
that-
a full-size dragon. It's an 8-foot dragon.
Hold it up.
Wow.
Hold
And
it
it
up and
moves its wings and
I
everything.
couldn't really see, I couldn't see it.
Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to try. There. Am I doing it?
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
got it.
that's great.
That's
Now I can see the face. Yeah.
That's a great pose for you too.
Oh, thanks. And tomorrow we're going to have it sitting out front so all the kids can have their picture taken with it.
That's a great idea.
awesome.
Is your weather good there?
It's going to be cold, but at least it's not raining.
And it's not windy?
It's a little windy, but not
Little
bad.
bit.
Okay.
I think
You heard
tomorrow's
about BJ,
supposed to be
didn't you?
about 65. What is it there? What is it there, Mary?
Oh, here? Oh, it's probably around about 60, 65, but it's real windy. And I had to tie with a piece of rope, actually, is all I could find last night. We have, for the grill outside, we have a cover that's made for it. But it was starting to blow off. And so at the last minute, I got this piece of rope and tied it really tight. This morning, the rope was missing.
Really?
And yes, it was so strange. And I found it completely tied the same way I had it, only it had gone to the bottom and the grill cover had escaped. The wind had sucked it right out of that tight rope. that I had tied around it. It was bizarre.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, it
weird.
was bizarre. The wind has been really spooky.
Okay, y'all. I know it's not Halloween yet, but I'm going to scare you anyway because I got to take this off so I can drink my coffee.
First, Farris, let's everybody toast to you. And I have my Nightmare Before Christmas
I don't know, I
glass.
forgot.
Can everybody see that? I've got Nightmare Before Christmas. Do you see this?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah. We've got some glasses that Gary and I got.
Okay.
That's the Nightmare Before Christmas. So here's to everybody. Cheers to Halloween.
Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy All Hallows Eve. It's a very, very special holiday to a lot of people.
I love Halloween. It's one of our favorite things. Gary and I both love to dress up. And today he at work, his whole team were the men in black, men and women in black.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
So
Does he have pictures of that?
Yes.
Well,
He sent me pictures. Let's see if I can get that one up.
see if you can work your magic. Work your magic.
Okay, I'm going to try. Let's see here.
My aunt, she's in spirit now, but she was actually born in Halloween.
Oh, really?
And she was very metaphysical. Yes.
It's very sacred to a lot of people. It's very, very sacred holiday for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's for us, it's just a way to connect with the neighborhood kids, and we go all out and we do stuff all over the yard, and we've got a haunted woods in back of us. So we do it so that kids miles around come, or at least they used to. Here's the man in black. Okay, you want to come on over and
Let's see, Gary.
there we go.
Looks like Gary in black.
Yeah, if he,
Looks great.
Wow.
if he takes out a fountain pen, we're in trouble.
Now that you've seen me, none of you will remember this ever happened.
Convincing.
Yeah, he just did that thing.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, that's funny. You're gonna have to do that again, Gary, because
Way to go,
when people are
Farris.
talking, we can't see you. So come here. We got to get a picture of us together. How do we look?
You look great.
Convincing. Really. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
If I can get us up there for just a second.
Get a screenshot.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll do a screenshot. Let's see if I can do it here. Let's see. Did I do it?
Hit the control and print screen.
Uh-oh, there's Lorelei. She
I can't get my camera to go on. I'm sitting here. It says cannot start video, failed to start the video camera. Sorry, guys. Please select another video camera. I only have one.
Oh,
You probably need to restart your
Yeah,
computer.
restart it.
That's because I nebulized her.
Yeah, poof.
Wow, that's powerful. I want one of those.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Hopefully.
I thought it was the lighter putter outer.
Lighter putter outer.
The lighter putter outer. What is it called? Lighter putter outer. Something like that from Harry Potter.
Oh,
Oh, you know about that.
Yeah. The light putter outer, whatever it is. It's from Dumbledore. So is that how you're going to dress tomorrow night?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
You haven't told him yet.
That's right. You haven't told me yet.
Great.
Well, I'm going to dress like this. I'm going to wear this tomorrow night too. So I can
I'd be
have my
surprised.
hat.
May wear a parka. It's
Yeah, no
an
kidding.
Eskimo. Yeah, an Eskimo.
Yeah. Okay, Laura,
Okay.
has she come back in yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Marcia said, I think I'll start to make Halloween a sacred holiday. It sounds great. Said her religion didn't allow her to trick or treat when she was young.
Oh, I had a lot of fun when I was young and growing up. Actually, where I was actually born and raised in Plymouth, Michigan. We used to, yeah, in Plymouth, Michigan, yeah. And we used to trick or treat sometimes 11 o'clock at night, and then at downtown, all the art class painted all of the store's windows. I mean, from top to bottom.
Cool.
And they had voting on that, and they had dancing in the streets, and they served popcorn and drinks, and it was really neat.
Ours was
when I was little and growing up.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
It was.
Everybody in the little town had their candy out for everybody, and they had everything decorated, and we trick-or-treated all night until 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were just little kids.
Yeah.
We always
all
did.
of our parents were right around the periphery of that tiny town, but we got to go and do whatever we wanted to. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we only did it to about 11, but it was fun.
We always did it really late too, only in Michigan, you know, because I was raised in Michigan too. It was always really cold. And so it just didn't make any sense to spend all this money and time, actually not a lot of money, but time putting your costume together, just put on a coat.
Right, exactly.
So I love the South where it's nice and warm and, you know, we can actually show off our costumes. This actually has
You're right about that.
Yeah, this has a collar that will actually stand up.
Ooh.
But I didn't put the stays in them for tonight.
Right. Well,
I grew up in a small town in Iowa, and we had competitions.
Yes.
To see who could push over the most outhouses.
Outhouses. Those were the high school kids that did that.
Yeah, my mother said the police came. She was 8 years old. The police came and caught them when she and her brother and some cousins were doing that. Yeah, the police came and caught them.
It would take 5 years for the police to get to our place in South Dakota because there wasn't any. You'd have to call the state police from some other state.
Fat chance of them coming then, huh?
Yeah, we didn't have to worry.
Lee said they sang for candy, and her sister had a pillowcase full of it until Easter. She was the sexy one, I guess. And you know what gins are? Yeah, genies.
Genies, yeah.
Only not necessarily good ones. Linda said,
That's her.
Linda said she read that this was the first full moon on Halloween since the 40s. Wow.
Is it really?
That's what I heard.
Well, Lorelei will have to come back in and tell us about it.
Yeah. And Patricia's here.
And no, Marcia, we're not all from small towns. I'm not from a town.
Where are you from, Farris?
I'm from out in the country.
Mars.
Our trick-or-treating consisted of going to about 5 houses because that's all we could walk to in the night.
Yeah, we had to, we were out in the country too.
Yeah, we were too.
And now they go to the cities. They take the kids to the cities.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, it's great in this neighborhood because we don't have a through road in our neighborhood. So it makes it really safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
come
nice.
here, and you know, we used to get kids from all over the place, and we were always the destination house because Gary had it so done up. It's really cute.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And then I was
We're
showing
not
them.
going to get any this year. It doesn't sound like they're going to have any in our neighborhood that are going to be going out.
Really?
We have one family that we're friends with. They have a couple of little kids, and I think they will bring them over because they usually do, but that's it. No, I got enough candy for everybody, so if you're hungry, let me know.
We made up some little things to put them in little bags, or my aunt did for us today, and we've got 75, or 76. So everything. You can't have any candy, Gary, because it's all in the bags already. And we're just putting them out on the picnic table. We've
Oh,
got,
you'll grab a bag.
yeah.
Look at what she's got stored
Yeah,
on by
but-
her. Yeah.
But I do have some of these. See, this is my trick or treat right here.
What are they?
M&M?
Oh,
No,
I can't see it.
Candy corn.
Oh,
corn.
yeah.
Candy
they're my
corn.
favorite.
I got to change my view. There.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that's
Candy
one of
corn.
my favorite things. But Tootsie Rolls are my favorite. And I got Tootsie Rolls, so I went ahead and put those all in the bags, got them all ready. So tomorrow we can just set them on the picnic table along with all the skeletons. And then we're going to have little pieces of paper so they can vote. We're going to have a little voting thing. Even though we call our dragon Norbert, we decided that we would let the kids rename the dragon. And so we'll look at all the votes and then decide if it's a boy or a girl. So that's what's on their vote. So it's kind of in theme with the voting season. The kids get to cast a vote for the name of the dragon. And then hopefully we get lots of kids coming around. After we're done here, I'm going to post a picture online so we can get some
I
folks.
want to come.
Come on. We're going to have party. We'll have some wine. That's what this is tonight. Where's your glass, Gary? I've got yours downstairs.
So you'll have Halloween?
Halloween.
Halloween. Happy Halloween.
And Lee asked, how's Jeanette feeling?
She's good. She's a lot better. Took her a couple days to get over it. It was pretty shocked. And that call that I got from the insurance company, they said, yes, it's totaled.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. And so.
And y'all
She's
excuse me
okay.
just 1 minute.
Hey,
She's doing okay, though. That's the important thing.
Yes. Yep.
Ours replaceable. She's not.
Right. And, we may not, she might decide not to get another car. So
how old is she?
she's 77.
Oh,
Mm.
don't let her get away with that.
Yeah, she's not sure. We actually bought her the last car.
Oh, well,
And so I don't know what she's going to want to do. She can use my car when she wants to. It's not like I go away a whole lot these days. So,
None of us are.
yeah, I stay home most of the time, and she, this is what you call bored. No, this is something I actually love to do. Not just we love to dress up.
I don't go anywhere. I didn't even go to the store to get anything for tonight. So I said, this is what I got's what I got.
Yep.
And that-
That's
and it
great. I
works.
love it.
That's how it always works.
Did Lorelei come back? There's Lorelei.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you, Farris. I thought we were going to have another one of our fireside chats, Farris. It must be time for me to connect with Farris for him to walk me through some technical process.
Oh, look at you, aren't you, darling?
I love that.
I didn't either. And then I thought, okay, let me just go see what I have in my drawer. So I could be a nun or
You look like an Egyptian.
Oh, yeah, you could be.
kind of a flashy nun.
Yeah. I'm thinking an Egyptian princess or something like that,
Oh, I just wanted to join you guys for a little bit and say happy Halloween. Yeah, it is a very sacred time. This is Samhain. This is a
Very much so.
very sacred time of. And just tell me if you want me to talk about the full moon that's coming tomorrow.
Yes, I sure
Yeah.
do. I wanted to ask you about that. Somebody said that it was the first full moon in,
Since the 40s.
since the
For
40s.
for Halloween.
For Halloween.
Oh, that I didn't know. Oh, that's interesting. That's right. And it's a blue moon because it's the second full moon of the month. And, it's funny, when my video didn't work, I thought that has never happened before. And I thought, wow, because Cindy, to texting you earlier, I thought, well, the universe must be cooperating with me because I obviously don't want to be on camera. I mean, I'll just be with my voice, but I thought, and so I thought that's so interesting. This full moon, and I just put a post for my teleshow tomorrow, can be a real game changer and a reality shifter, a deal breaker, because it's the full moon and it's the sun in Scorpio, which is about death, rebirth, transformation, and the moon in Taurus. Taurus is about living in the comfort zone. Taurus is about, you have Taurus energy, Cindy, your Mars, this is my full moon. But what's making this, it's always a very powerful full moon at this time of year because the sun is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is when things die, to be reborn again. So, this is, the Scorpio season is not a picnic if one is holding on to whatever that needs to go. And so whether it's the leaves dying on the trees, but what's the fascinating, the game changer part is that this moon in Taurus is like 3 minutes from the planet Uranus, Mary, the Aquarius planet, the planet of rebellion, revolution, change, breakthrough, awakening, breakdown, to break through. And so even in writing my email that I did, I was like, I was in fear, because I was thinking, I know I've got rutted and rooted habit patterns. I have a Taurus moon. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is next to the planet of change. I wonder what I'm going to have. I wonder where I'm going to be out of my comfort zone, or be thrown out of my comfort zone in some way. So what I put, the graphic that I used on Facebook for my teleshow, I didn't put Taurus full moon. I put life begins at the end of your comfort zone, that Neil Donald Walsh quote, because I don't even know what that means right now, but I just know that's really where we all are, one way or the other. And in terms of the election, Mercury goes direct. When Mercury started its retrograde in Scorpio, then went back into Libra a few days ago. So it's a bit more congenial, if you will. But Mercury is going to go direct on election day. We're not going to know. Usually, we wait for the election results that night. We are not going to know that day. We might not know and whatever happens, it may even go to the Supreme Court in terms of contesting or ballots, so it's almost like we should just expect that. And I facilitate a spiritual connections group we have these small groups at Unity, and one of the questions was, where can you be the Christ this week? Where can you, in other words, be the minister, be the Christ, be the Buddha, be the whoever? And I thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Anytime I hear anyone talk about either political candidate in any kind of derision, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to create in that moment inside myself a space of peace, of harmony, of balance. In other words, I'm not going to address either of it, but I'm just, if I hear if this appeals to anybody, I would suggest you create something like this, just holding a space of peace. However this is going to turn out, nobody knows how this is going to turn out. But the point is, and it came to me in the group. I didn't know what I was going to say, where I was going to be the Christ this week. And I thought, okay, where I'll be the Christ is, if I hear anything about either party or either candidate, I'm going to neutralize it. That's going to be my go-to. It's going to be like Ho'oponopono. I'm going to just neutralize. I'm going to do my best to neutralize the energy. And I thought, Cindy, it's interesting, where I was earlier, that actually excited me. That I could do that. So what could I do? I said, okay, what I can do is I can, within myself, take a stand for peace. Or as the Course in Miracles says, when you've accepted your mission to extend peace, you will find peace. For by making it manifest, you will see it. And I thought, okay, that's the energy I'm going to stand in. But it'll be fascinating to see all the various issues around it, the ballots and this thrown away, and who knows? I have no idea. But just, and I never think that, we've talked about this so many times, Cindy, that there are never any accidents in the universe in terms of the fact that Mercury goes direct on the day of the election, and Mars is
what time?
You know what? What I wanted to say was, for the election, Trump is a Gemini, so Mercury's his planet, goes direct, and Biden is a Scorpio, and his planet is retrograde. So essentially, both of the candidates' planets have been retrograde for, right up to the election. Yeah, Mercury goes direct, November. New month. Yeah, thank you for asking because I, 12:50 p.m. Eastern time. So right in the middle of the day. So it'll just be interesting to see how that plays out, but I would be shocked if we know who the president is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They don't anticipate that for days. I keep thinking it's going to be around the 10th. But here's the thing. I have been so calm. And, I still have been getting messages out and stuff, but I feel so calm and so peaceful. And I don't know if it's the, calm before the storm. I don't know what it is, but I just feel this wonderful calm. All I've been doing is creative stuff. I've been painting, trying to learn how to paint angels in pour paint, where you pour it onto the canvas and then you just blow it around. And I've been painting and what is it, Farris? What did I say?
Y'all should see the beautiful canvases that she's created. They're all black.
Black angels?
Just all black.
Oh.
Okay, so I played with all the different techniques that I was learning. And then when I was done, I just put all of the colors together and just painted all my canvases because I want to paint them as I see them in the world viewing room.
Oh.
And
they're not coming out that way.
Well, I haven't finished the angels. What I did was coated them because they needed to be coated because they kept having these spots all over them and it messed up my paintings. And so I had to put something on them anyway. So while I was playing, I thought, okay, when I'm done, I'm just going to do them all black. So I tried all these different ones and I'm going to paint them, like I said, all black, and then the angels will be light because they're light beings.
Patricia said you need to go with the flow.
With the flow?
She does that, yes. She does that naturally anyway.
That's the problem. She didn't want to let it go naturally. But Lorelei, I have got some great news for you.
Oh, God. What's that, Farris?
Unless you hide under the bed, turn off your TV, your radio, don't speak to anyone whatsoever. Considering what weekend this is, you're going to have plenty of opportunity to be the Christ.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I didn't know what I was going to.
So you made a great choice.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Farris. I appreciate that. I mean, because it's like I've always been, as you know, because, when we've done the various political things, I can get up to speed really quickly, but I don't, I can research it with you guys. But I thought, it overwhelms me because it's sort of like, what can I do? What can I do? Right? What can one little person do? And then today it's like, well, what you can do is you can take in the energies that you hear or that you see or that, you watch, and you can in that moment just hold a space of neutrality, hold a space of peace, hold a space of the Christ. And that actually got me out of the funk I was in. And so let me just say that if anybody else feels this, when planets are retrograde, especially personal planets, like Mercury's been retrograde for, again, almost 3 weeks. Mars has been retrograde since September 9th, the planet of action.
And when does that go direct again? I forgot.
November 13th. That would be a day that would be more likely the time, probably November 13th, when Mars goes direct. But what that can feel like, and it's felt that way for me, it can feel like a loss of mojo. It can be like, what's the motivate? What am I motivated by? What am I excited by? So if anybody is feeling any of that, where your energies, just by virtue of your own mood or your own whatever, has been turned more inward, like, gosh, I don't feel inspired or I don't feel motivated to go do that. Something you may do all the time. Is this making any sense to anybody? Or I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What's made me really sane through this whole.
Well, and you said your art. Well, that would be that, you see, because Mars retrograde can be, I forgot I was excited about painting. or gee, that book or that person, or, it could be anything,
Well, working on the book, painting, but the best part is at the beginning of the retrograde, Lorelei, we had a lot of people did the challenge with me every day to spend 1 hour of silence.
Yeah, I tried.
And either you can listen to like a meditation or something, but otherwise an hour of silence with no, most of the time I don't even have anything on. I'm not listening to anything, no technology, nothing, working with my hands or meditating or going for a walk in nature. And every now and then I'll put a short meditation.
You did it. Are you doing it? You did it?
I'm doing it every single day. And what's interesting
really nice.
is so many days have turned into where the hours turned into 3 hours.
Do you do it all do you do 1 hour or do you break it up?
A solid hour.
Okay.
And for a few days, it literally has been 3 hours. And I have felt this wonderful peace, knowing that everything is perfect and everything feels perfect. Do I know that things are going on in the world? Yes, they are. Does it concern me? I'm sure on some level, but right now I just feel this wonderful peace because of doing that, Lorelei, that I don't.
I remember when you said it, and I try, but now that you're saying it again, so let me ask you a question. So you can listen to music during that time or silence?
You can listen to music or a meditation. That's the only thing. No other, nothing else. No news, nothing else. I don't sit down and write. No technology other than music or a meditation. That's it. And most of the time, just in silence. And that's what I've been painting in, even though I'm not a good painter. And I really get that I'm not a good painter, but I'm doing it anyway, just because it's something fun. And, this hat, I put all the glitter on it. Did you see all the glitter I put on it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That first drop right away.
Yeah.
So was that one of the angels that suggested that? Who was it that suggested that to you? Didn't you get that download?
Saya, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Saya.
So do you do it at the same time every day or just an hour somewhere?
Just whenever I can, because we might either be writing up a newsletter, email, or there might be something going on where I know I'm going to get interrupted. It has to be at a time when I know no one's going to be around. I'm going
to start tomorrow on my full moon. Thank you so much. I'm so glad because it's brilliant. Not just because the angel suggested it, which is already brilliant, but it's brilliant for the retrograde. And even, at least to do, but, because Mercury will be retrograde until Tuesday and Mars will be retrograde till the 13th. So I'm going to do that because I can see where it's almost like I steal that time usually. It's like, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that. But to actually plan and set that aside. And then, for me, it's like, okay, universe, I'm surrendering to this cosmic timing to do this, to actually, And obviously that's your calm. That's why you're so calm.
I'm super calm. I won't turn on the news. I'm not watching the news other than,
wow.
I'm interested in the
Farris does the news watching, right?
Yeah. And I was interested in the hacking going on. That does concern me because that's outside the United States. That stuff's happening. That kind of stuff bothers me, of course. And Gary's, been affected by it because he's in healthcare. So people have been hacking into the hospitals. What did they tell you, Gary? Why don't you come over here to tell? So you can tell
all this stuff that's coming up. That's like all the gunk, that's just another example of the stuff that's coming up.
And this is from another country. This is from Russia. But Gary, why don't you go ahead and tell him because he's.
What it is, they've been hacking into the healthcare networks to where it can affect people who they need a computer to do the CAT scans and MRIs, things like that, and it can interfere with what's going on with those and the results, even billing systems. They're hacking into that.
Their ability to get cancer treatment, they said, right?
And the ability to get cancer treatment. That's the other thing. Yeah, they need the computer systems to run the machinery that do the treatment for cancer. Just a lot of things in the healthcare. So it's called ransomware that they use, and basically they hold these things they've done to the systems for ransom, so that these healthcare companies will pay them to take off the whatever they put on to cause problems in their system.
Yeah. I mean,
That's so that kind of stuff. Of course, my husband's in healthcare. I'm going to pay attention to that.
yeah, of course.
And they are not political in nature. They don't care. It's whoever's got the most money is willing to pay them. So what I've been doing during this time, everybody, instead of buying into the fear of that, I've been directing the energy, because as we know, Zaya connects heaven and earth. She is the zenith. She's the high point of light, and she has a prism, and we can direct that prism or ask her to direct that prism anywhere. And so I've just been directing that light to wherever it needs to be able to have the retrograde Lorelei work against them.
Yeah.
And let their technology shut down so that they can't get into our systems.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally.
So
Totally.
why not direct that energy? And I've just been holding this beautiful light of Zaya and just, just saying, direct it here, direct it there to the hospitals so that the people can get their treatment. That's.
Well, again, it's the playing on the fear, because the fear is so great. Well, obviously, if we think about the implications of that.
Well, it's beyond fear, because it's actually affected people's health.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, that's something that a result could be altered, and then oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's a real thing, but it's not about buying into the fear. It's about sitting in the light. So you've got a choice. You can go to the shadow, and you can sit in that shadow, and we have to go to the shadow sometime. We have to fight with the shadow sometimes. That's fine. But right now it feels like we're already, in Scorpio, we're already in the shadow time. So why not focus on the light? That's what it feels like to me. And Zaya's with me every single day. Yeah, and awesome. I feel her light even where she warms my skin. And I feel her directing her light. So if we focus on that, that awesome. Just feels like that's my meditation, is focusing on that light and directing that light for the greater good.
Well, and if each of us does something like that or that, each of us then becomes the change we want to see, right? I mean, and now I feel empowered instead of overwhelmed. It's sort of like, wow, because Ho'oponopono, we're all one anyway. Everything's playing out. It's all reflective on some level. So this is exciting to me. And especially at this full moon. I mean, even the winds and the stuff that, that's very, Taurus is the earth, and Uranus, which spends 7 years, it's the Aquarius planet, which spends 7 years in a sign. So here's the planet of change and rebellion and revolution in the sign of the earth. So new money systems, new ways of work, new ways of valuing, our self-worth. I mean, so there are exciting things that are going to come out of this time. But, when people say, well, I can't wait for 2020 to be over, things are not going to go back to whatever just because 2021 comes.
Right.
There's a beautiful, which we'll talk more about, on the winter solstice, Jupiter and Saturn start a whole new cycle in Aquarius. Jupiter and Saturn come together every 30 years, 12 years. Yeah. One of the, but the last time they came together in Aquarius was 800 years ago when the Magna Carta was signed. Mm-hmm. Like, we're no longer going to be under the authority of the kings then. So that's the metaphor. So that breath of fresh air, when those two planets leave Capricorn, which is all these structures and all of this, and go into Aquarius, there's going to be a whole breadth of individuality, new inventions, new systems, innovation, all of this. And you Aquarian folks, Lord knows how you and Mary are going to respond to that. And where's, Anne, you have an Aries moon. You have something in Aquarius, I thought. Anyway, Mary's not on camera, but.
I'd like to know whose birthday it is. Anybody having a birthday today, tomorrow?
Any Scorpios?
Any Scorpios here?
House?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any Scorpios.
Anybody that will admit to being a Scorpio?
I think Scorpio is great. There's a lot of mystery there. There's, they're inquisitive. Aren't they inquisitive? And
they are, and very deep. But the interesting,
very deep.
I say that as a joke, but many times, when I ask everybody their birthday, and when someone says November, and they almost don't go. I always go, well, because Scorpio is exposing and revealing. So all this stuff that's being revealed now in ourselves. I mean, no pun intended. We've talked about this before. We're all being unmasked. And in Scorpio season, that's what happens. You get to see the worms in the soil, but it's about catharsis. It's about, this is a year of alchemical transformation this year to 2020. I
wouldn't be surprised though, if with all this strange energy, it just fizzles. It just goes.
Maybe, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it just that everything that we have thought about. I think about the year 2000, when everybody thought everything was going to shut down and all that.
Y2K, right.
Yeah, and nothing happened. It was just, and I'm not feeling yet. And I will, if something's going to happen, I just feel like I would know that. But right now I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling anything significant so far. Mm-hmm. So Farris, do you want to go ahead and read the messages that we have coming in? I see that there's about 65.
Yeah. Scorpios. Lee said her husband. Camille said November 3rd. Donna said not until November. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe her birthday is not until November.
Yeah, which is
DJ's a Scorpio. Marielle said she has a friend whose birthday is tomorrow. Patricia said she loves Scorpio energy, healing on a deeper level.
Totally.
Lee said becoming unmasked.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh, Donna's is November the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anselina's a Scorpio.
Well, happy birthday! Let's sing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah, dear
Scorpios. Happy birthday to you, Scorpios. Happy birthday to you, Scorpios. Happy birthday to Scorpios. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
And many more.
Yay, Selena. Yay. Donna. Yay.
Yes.
It's the most powerful sign in the zodiac, Scorpio. I mean, people that have Scorpio characters, and you have a Scorpio moon, Farris,
And I have rising.
Yours is rising, exactly. People that have Scorpio, and I have 2 planets in Scorpio, Mercury and Jupiter. One has to.
Mercury and Jupiter?
Yeah, Mercury and they're not together, but they're both in Scorpio. And Scorpio is call a spade a spade. It's go beneath the surface. People that have Scorpio energy are usually not content to take things at face value. I mean, you're a researcher, Farris, among other things. You do research. When I'm like,
whoa, wait a minute. That didn't sound good.
Researcher.
You're a researcher, among other things.
Among other things.
The reason I said that is Aquarian never wants to be pigeonholed into one thing.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you go deep into information, and I do the same thing. I do it in a chart. That's why Mercury and Scorpio, I have a memory for charts that if I see someone's chart usually once, I don't forget it. And I just, it pops up in my mind. I have no idea how that happens, but it's retentive, Scorpio. Scorpio is about the shit. It's get rid of the shit. Get rid of the stuff you don't need anymore. That process is a Scorpio process.
Well, that part of my Scorpio is not working too well.
Getting rid of the shit.
Because I just can't get rid of the shit. I might need it one day.
That's
This fellow Aquarian with Farris. Do I have any Scorpio?
No, I don't think you do, Mary. No, but let me go look. I don't think you have anything in Scorpio. Let me call.
Okay, you have to do all the research in Farris. I can't. It's not in my sign.
Oh, that's a good one, Mary.
And Anne said daughter-in-law and granddaughter. I got to put my glasses back on. These are
I
my
have two daughters that are Scorpios.
You really do.
No, you don't have any planets in Scorpio, Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do I have any Scorpio? I don't know if I do or not. I'm a Pisces.
Who's that?
This is Dolores.
Dolores.
What's your is it Felder? Is that your name?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did a reading for me a while
Yeah,
ago.
that's what I recognize. Huh.
Get my reading. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And Angelina, when is your birthday too?
And Selena.
Or Angelina, excuse me.
You're not in here anymore. It must have been a while. Okay, hold on one second. Just give me the MOMENT.
I don't remember what my planets all are.
Dolores, give me the birthday again.
3/11/41.
Oh, 3/11/19. You know the time? Oops, 6:40.
5:20 a.m.
I just made you 20 years younger.
Okay.
Yay, could you do that for me too?
There's Scorpio magic for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was born 5:20 a.m.
Okay. And where is that?
in Plymouth, Michigan.
Okay, hold on. I'm having a little retrograde here. All right, let's see. Boy, it's weird. Yeah, that's right, Leo moon. No Scorpio planets.
Okay. I have two daughters that are Scorpios.
Well, and you're a water sign. You're a Pisces, so often, you know, we attract people of the same element. Just looking to see. Nope, no Scorpio, no progress stuff in Scorpio either. Nope. You're coming away unscathed. You're coming away unscathed.
Okay.
Is
Thank you for
Scorpio
checking that.
fixed, or is it?
Yeah, it's the fixed water. Pisces is the adaptable. Cancer is the river, the initiating water sign. Scorpio is the lake, fixed water sign, and Pisces is the ocean, the adaptable water sign. Because all the signs are either initiating, fixed, or adaptable. And you can see that in someone's chart too, how much adaptability they have, or how much, you know, someone that's got a lot of fixity, it's going to be hard to get them off the dime, you know. And Aquarius is a fixed sign, and Scorpio is a fixed sign, Farris. So is he fairly fixed?
Yes,
Cindy?
very fixed. And I'm.
There you go, Farris. Very fixed.
And for me,
Angelina?
I'm a change agent. I like change. I like to stir things up.
You know what's interesting, Cindy? I just thought about, in terms of your chart, why it's been easier, perhaps, even though you're pretty contemplative by nature, of course, but why you've surrendered into this hour. Mars is one of the rulers of your chart, because Scorpio, the two planets that are associated with Scorpio are Mars and Pluto, and Mars is retrograde. So that time you're taking to go inside or to slow down or to take an hour, that's a great way, because some people could be real frustrated with their ruling planet of how they operate in the world retrograde if they're not reflective naturally. So this has sort of allowed you to surrender even more into that.
Oh, okay. Well, I've had no problem. I've needed it, and I have had to let something go. I've had to not write right now, although I have been writing, but not physically sitting down to write. I can't be at the computer right now.
Yeah.
I just need to back away. Yeah. I've got lots of ideas. I've been writing them on my notepad, where I'll just write notes for later. but I have just backed away. And what's interesting, Lorelei, is now the 7 angels are coming back through again. I'm able to channel them more clearly again by doing this. Too much gunk was in the way.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what you feel after November 13th, with Mars going direct, being one of the rulers of your chart. It'll just be interesting to see what it feels like then. Anything. You know?
I'm really curious about that.
Yeah. But good. Well, and the fact that the angels are coming back, I would, that would sort of deepen the messages, I would imagine, or you would, you could be saying, wow, I got that message 2 months ago, but I never thought of it that way, or I'm hearing it differently, or I don't know, something like that.
I'm getting deeper messages, and here's what's been amazing, and I will talk about this on Sunday at greater length, but, I channeled last Sunday, and, I didn't understand this until later when I was listening, and she said, step into my light and become one with my light, and now find your edges. And your edges are your physical. The edges of your body get back in the physical, because this is how you manifest. As light, you're light and you encompass everything. But if you want to actually manifest, you have to find your edges. So she's been talking to me about being in your body, in other words. We're all trying to be in the light, but when we're in the light, we can't manifest. We must be in the body in order to do that. So that was really interesting. And I told that to my grandson, and all I said to him, and Gary and I were having this conversation, and I said, well, Chase, I've been, channeling this angel. Actually, they're not angels. They're light beings. We see them, and I first saw them as angels because that's how humans see light beings, as angels. But they're really just light, like the sun, and they're just bright and colorful and beautiful. So I said, I've been channeling Zaya, and you can step into her light and become one with her light and just be expansive and experience everything in the universe. And then you have to find your edges. And he said, well, of course you do, because we're physical beings and we have to be in our body. And I didn't say any more to him than that. And he just starts spouting it off like this. This kid, 20 years old.
I was just going to say, is he 20? I was just going to ask you if he was 20. They are geniuses. They are brilliant, and they know things, and they're like embodying things that we've had to learn. But what I just wanted to validate what you said about finding the edges where physical, where in the body, that's Taurus. That's the Taurus. So this full moon.
And he's a Taurus, by the way.
Interesting. Look at that. Oh, I love the way the universe works.
He's a and what's interesting, when I said, she's, each of the angels have a prism, he said, well, of course they do. Yeah. And I said, what? And he said, well, of course they do, because they're light beings. Light beings they just shine their light in order to, like us, in order for us to manifest through our lives, we have to find our edges and be in our body. And he said, so light beings have to have something in order to reflect their light.
Wow.
So they would need prisms. Just like the sun, it would be the clouds or a prism or a mirror. But on its own, it's just light. It can't direct the light without some kind of tool, a physical something. And he said, well, just like that, he just said, well, of course they have to have prisms. That just makes sense. And I'm going, that took me a lot longer to understand that.
Well, it just shows you that evolution works.
Yeah. So it was cool. So I'll be talking.
Aunt Selena's birthday was two days ago, huh? Happy birthday again.
Oh, happy birthday. I'm trying to see through my regular glasses here, everybody. So I have to tilt up because my readers are down here.
I'm going to say goodbye, if that's okay. I just wanted to come on and tell you all I love you. And thank you, Cindy, for reaching out to me today, and thank me for showing up.
Yes,
thank you
so much for showing up. And her birthday was the 28th, Lorelei. Of course, we don't have any birth information on her, though.
Who's this?
I was just going to ask you real quick.
Thank you, Lorelei.
Oh, you're welcome. Who is this, Cindy?
Aunt Selena.
Aunt Selena. She was on the 28th, but she didn't give a state or a time or
What about a year?
a year.
No year? Is she on the call? No?
Can you give us that answer?
Yeah,
Randy?
she's
Yeah,
there.
she's here.
Oh, yeah, just give me the
Yeah, if we
year.
could just do that real quick. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Well, she's on an iPad and it takes a little longer.
So it's October 28th, you said, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. October 20, I just need a year. Even if we don't have the time, it doesn't matter. They're still for.
Oh, why don't you just bring it up here? Because we're going to want to cheer for Lorelei.
52.
1952. 1952. Okay, 10/28/52. I always pick noon when I don't know the time because that just is right in the middle of the day. And that way, okay, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't right. Sorry.
Time and location if you have it, Angelina.
Yeah, oh, I think I put it. Nope.
Barbados?
I want to say Barbados,
Barbados, yeah.
Hold on one sec.
All right. Let me
October
see.
28th, 52. I don't know what I just did here. October 28th, 1952. Okay, October 28th, 1952. Okay. So let's see, Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio. So she's got Mercury in Scorpio. Moon in Pisces. So double water.
Oh.
Venus in Sag. So this is a Scorpio with a sense of humor. Well, because Scorpio is not, and Mars in Capricorn, so she can get stuff done. She's, but Mars is how we do things. And Mars is real at home in Capricorn. Take a step up the mountain, secure your footing, take a step up the mountain. They're the organizers, the planners. So a nice blend of serious and humorous and intense and compassionate and kind.
Yay.
Oh.
You go,
Very true. Very true.
Yay.
Oh, where's she? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, I saw you come on when we said Scorpio. You came on camera. You weren't on camera before. Look at that.
Oh,
See?
there
you are,
I
Angelina.
rest my case. Anyway, I love
Great.
you all. And,
Thank you so much for coming, Lorelei, and dressing up. I love the.
Well, thank you. I mean, I was going to go to the dollar store because you're so great with the costumes. And I thought everybody's going to be in costume. And then I thought, what do I have that I could wear? So.
Oh, it's perfect. You look lovely.
Beautiful. It can be simple or it can be elaborate, just.
I love you guys.
Tell John we said hi.
Yes. I love you.
Love you too. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye. And Miss Karen's had her hand up for a long time.
Hi, Karen. You want to unmute yourself?
And Mary, I'm going to mute you and Dolores. Oh, you already muted, Mary.
Hi.
It's Hermione Granger from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
All right.
That's your costume. It's a great costume.
You can't see the costume, but we've got the wand and we've got the hat and we've got the robes and everything else there. So
I want. Yes, that's great. I want to.
It's almost tempting. It's almost tempting to get a reading on Hermione's birthday, but never mind that. You know what I want to ask Miss Lorelei? I am curious. This is such a sacred weekend for connecting with those on the other side, as it were. Is there anything in particular, since we've got a double blue moon, we've got a blue moon, and we've got All Saints Day, and we've got sun, and we've got anything that we can do ritual-wise to connect with our future self, our past self, our ancestors, whatever?
Well, Lorelei's already gone, but Patricia is here. Patricia?
I'm sorry, what did you want?
The question, I'm sorry, it's Karen in Toronto, if I'm not in costume here.
Yeah, she was asking with All Saints Day, with the
the blue moon and in
Blue moon
Scorpio.
and
Yeah, we got. I was saying, is there anything? Well, I mean, I can give you my date of birth and stuff because obviously a reading would be great too. But I was just wondering whether there was anything with all of the between the blue moon and All Saints on Sunday and those who celebrate sowing and tomorrow, all of the energy of connecting with ancestors and those on the other side or whatever, whether there was anything particularly, especially since this is such a rare blue moon, that we might want to do to honor that part of the next few days, as it were.
I don't know from an astrological perspective. I know there's a lot of cultures all over the world that celebrate this. And of course, the veils are very thin between the worlds at this point. So I've been doing a lot of meditations. I practice a Chinese practice, actually. Their Hungry Ghost Day is actually in August. So I practice most of this in August, where we actually put out offerings for the quote unquote hungry ghosts that come around, the ancestors. But I think this time right now, it would be time to, I have an altar set up where I have many pictures of my family, people who have passed as well as people who are here. But I started doing recently some genealogy as well and finding out some information. And I don't know if that was because Mercury was in retrograde and Mars was in retrograde, but the information came to me easier. So I don't know if that's happening for anybody else, but I thought with all of these retrogrades, we found an old Bible, my sister, we have a Bible from the Civil War. And it was the Bible that my great grandfather actually used during the Civil War as a pillow. And so we have his letters, but we also had all of the lineage in there. And I remembered it was in there from a child, but my sister didn't know it was in there. So we found the Bible and we found the page and we started digitizing it. So I think that might be a nice way to, honor your ancestors, is maybe find one that you really feel connected to and maybe do a little bit of a history on them. Maybe find out and really, I connect with an aunt. Find out a story about them.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and ask. It's August 19th, 1965.
Well, she's not doing readings. That's not Lorelei.
Yeah.
That's Karen. That's not Lorelei. Lorelei's left. This is Patricia.
Oh, is she gone? Okay.
Yeah. Lorelei's here. She can look up things on her. I don't have that program.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't. As I said, I just wanted to pop in as Hermione anyway. So.
Okay, that's great.
Since I don't have a camera and nobody can see,
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you, Hermione.
Right.
And you reminded us we're going to do. I want a wand. We actually cut some limbs and I want to make a wand. And I love your idea, Patricia, of, connecting with your ancestors during this time because the veils are thinner. And so I think that would be a great thing to put a little altar outside or something. Just put.
And I think it's very interesting. I've been reading Facebook posts of people who say that their pets are coming to them in dreams, pets that have passed, and people are coming to them in dreams. So that veil is very thin. If you think of something at night or somebody does come to you, a picture, just kind of meditate. I add that into my meditation and see if I can go a little deeper. But I find it so interesting about this time that people are saying, Charlie came to visit me at night, and they have a picture of their cat or their dog or something. So happens with pets too.
That's cool. I'd like to see Band-Aid. Band-Aid, come on back and see me.
Well, you'll probably see him tonight.
Yeah. I've got his picture right back there. My little Band-Aid. Thank you. Well, this has been a lot of fun, everybody. And everybody looks so wonderful. And let's go ahead and just raise our glasses.
Before we do.
Oh, yes.
A reminder, the clocks get turned back Sunday. It won't affect the time that we get together, because unless you don't turn your clock back. If you live somewhere where you don't turn the clock back Sunday, then You're going to have to look it up.
Yeah. I think that's Arizona, isn't it?
Some
Yeah.
part of Arizona,
Arizona.
not all of it. And I don't really understand all that.
Yeah, I don't either. So everybody's going to have to look at. Farris, is there anything else there that you want to read?
Well, there's a whole bunch, but I do want to mention that Patricia said she has a friend who had a colonoscopy today, and she thought it was a perfect time for a Scorpio full moon to get rid of the crap. Couldn't let that go.
That's great. That is really good. I love that. Okay, and she was in Plymouth. Yeah, beautiful town. Yeah.
Oh, Mary said she saw asked to see Pumpkin yesterday, and he came through last night. So maybe you can.
I saw a soldier. I've never known a soldier other than you, but not like active duty. He was
You're married to one?
No. I mean, in my dream, I saw a soldier dressed in army fatigues with a gun.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing here? What is this about? And he seemed lost. So I don't know who that is. I've never had a soldier come through before. So I'm hoping I'll know.
And we're not talking Civil War soldier.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you said fatigues. So
yeah. Yep. No, I've seen the Civil War.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those soldiers, but I mean modern soldiers. I've never had one come through before, but I've had a lot come through from the Civil War.
Yeah.
But not modern. So I don't know what this is about. Hopefully I'll know. Maybe by Sunday.
He was probably just trick-or-treating.
Maybe. So on Sunday, I'll be talking a little more about my exchange with Chase about Zaya, and we'll just have a conversation. And after I went back and listened to some of the conversation, there's some things that I have to say, and my opinion. I'm opinionated, where the angels are not. They're pretty neutral. So we'll talk a little bit about that too, in a good way, in a light way. So we'll do that on Sunday. Anything else anybody wants to share? Anybody? Anne, it's good to see you. You don't have a costume on tonight, do you? No? Okay.
Oh, I thought she was dressed up as a stove. I was going to give her the prize. Looks like a stove. Look behind you, Caitlin.
Yeah, the stove behind you. And Donna and everybody. It's so good to see everybody and have you on tonight. I love the costumes. It's so fun. Oh, Anya, hey. You want to pop on for a second before we say goodbye and just say hi to everybody?
Hi. We just got back from a trunk or treat and socialized the puppy with like 100 people at once. So
really? Oh my God. How old's the puppy now? 10 weeks?
13 weeks. So the vet told us you have 4 more weeks to get her socialized. Do it now. So
very important.
So I was. Some people may have recognized me as Dorothy with the puppy. So.
There you go. Cute.
Thanks.
Were you on a bicycle?
About the trunk or treat, Sarah's.
Oh, I had an idea of putting a hoodie up and then wrapping the puppy in some white towels to be like E.T., you know, the little kid, and put the puppy up front. Yeah, that would have worked. I love your outfit, by the way, Cindy, and you all have a wonderful, happy Halloween, and we'll see you on Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
Thank you. And on Sunday, like I said, check your time. I don't know who all doesn't change time. And so check your time, but we will be at the regular time. Now it falls back. So if it normally would have been
Don't go
10
there.
and be 9, right? Do I have that right, Farris?
Don't go there. Don't start doing clock math. You'll get me all screwed up.
Clock math.
It's,
Yeah, 12 is a hard number to come up to.
yeah. Base 12 is hard to do.
Okay. Well, everybody, you have a wonderful weekend and a happy Halloween. Have fun out there. We're going to dress up and put out stuff for the kids as we always do. We've got lots more decorations that we're putting out tomorrow. And like I said, I love to make it special for the kids because they enjoy it so much. And we're going to put the ballads outside so they can name the dragon, and then we'll have and tell us if it's a boy or a girl. And then the dragon and the whole scene will be all set up so that they can come and take their Halloween pictures. For years now, people have come by our house so they can have their Halloween pictures set up, because we've got a setup out front to do pictures. And with everybody having a phone, it's easy to do now. They can snap their pictures and have a memory. So that's what we're doing here. Just, we're geeks. So I hope that you do something really fun. And is anybody else getting trick-or-treaters, Mary? You said no, not really. No, not really.
Well, I hope we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're ready for them. We have enough candy to make ourselves 50 pounds heavier, even if I freeze it. I happen to love frozen Snickers. So, of course, they were buy one, get one free.
Yeah, that's... I got 2.
I hope we get some.
Yeah. We got 2 big bags, and usually we get 3, but I figured there wouldn't be quite as many kids. So we're just going to set them outside, and after those are gone, we'll set out a few more, and we'll just trust that everybody just takes one.
I love the fact that you put them in little bags, because we were trying to figure out a way that we could just set ours out, but we still didn't want to just put a big bowl full or whatever full, because that's just too messy too. So I love the fact that you put them in little bags. You have much more patience than I do.
Well, my aunt did it, so I can't.
Yeah, it's not her. It's not her
bless
patience.
her.
She doesn't have the patience. She has an
I
aunt.
didn't think she did, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, that.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was my aunt. She put everything together. She's usually the candy. I get all the candy, and she puts everything together. So that's what we did. So we're all ready, other than just putting out decorations, because it's been raining like crazy here. So it has not been a good time for us to put out our decorations. We put out a few, and our poor little spiders got all soaked and everything. So we waited. We'll finish tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice. So enjoy yourself, everybody. Let's do here's a toast to everybody. Enjoy and have a safe
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
A toast to the ghost.
Happy All Saints Eve.
So everybody can see her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got your haircut, Ann.
I love you.
Night, everybody.
Good night,
Happy Halloween. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Happy
Namaste.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.